Yes.
One of our listeners is asking about sleep. She says, what do you do if you wake up in the middle of the night? Should you toss and turn and try to get back to sleep, or should you get up and do something else?
It depends what it is that woke you up.
Ah.
Is it a Vata type of insomnia? Is it a Pitta type of insomnia? It depends. For me, what would work for me is I would always have some small, maybe homemade oatmeal raisin cookies, very small ones. Mm-hmm. And I would eat one or two. Can't eat a lot because it'll interfere with your sleep. One or two, and then a little bit of water. And that has a soothing, sweet, nurturing quality that decreases both Vata and Pitta. And allows me to go to sleep right away after that. But you don't want to get up and start doing a lot of activity, because then that'll really distract from the sleep. Putting on a light interferes with your ability to fall back to sleep. Going on a computer will dramatically interfere with your ability to fall back asleep and get that rest that's essential.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think people, you know, a lot of people I know, they use their phones as the alarm clock to wake up. And I tell them, first of all, don't do that. Put the phone in the other room so you're not getting those cellular, you know, transmissions. And just buy yourself an old-fashioned alarm clock if you need one, you know. Or leave the curtains open. That's what I do, so that the sunlight wakes you up in the morning and you're getting off anyway.
Yes, I do that too. So the early morning sun wakes me up. You know, I got a new cell phone not long ago, and somehow it was set so I was getting all these notifications. It was dinging, ding, 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 and I noticed I was getting stressed out. I go, what's this? Well, someone sent me this. And I go, wait a second, I had this function, it was doing like that for a few days, and it was stressing me out. And I remembered, oh, I think I shut that function off before because it drove me crazy. And I shut it off. And I was so happy because it would only speak to me when someone was phoning me. I didn't need to know when I posted some crazy thing on Facebook responding to something I saw, and then, you know, 100 people respond to it. I don't need to hear that ding, 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 ding. But I'm trying to do something else. So shut all those functions down.
Mary is asking, explain the difference between a Vata and Pitta imbalance when you wake up in the night. So it would be more like Vata is having the recurring thoughts, is that it? And Pitta is with
a racing mind. Would be one of the symptoms of Vata. Inability to fall asleep initially typically is Vata. If you're able to fall asleep and then you wake up at, let's say, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and you're overheated, that's like 2 o'clock, that's the end of the Pitta cycle, and if you're overheated, that's an indication of a Pitta imbalance. So that small homemade oatmeal raisin cookie at that time classifies both.
Yeah.
It's also a good idea before going to sleep, you know, last couple hours to slow down. No electromagnetic stress, calming energies. Take a shower or a bath because that purifies the physical body too. Those are all important to do, to wind down before you go to sleep. And to be in bed before 10. Because if you're up at 10, you start to move into Pitta cycle, you start to get a second wind.
Yeah,
and then
absolutely.
If you're awake at midnight, and you start to get hungry, but the fire isn't there because the sun isn't there. And the digestive fire is related to the sun. That food doesn't break down, doesn't become healthy tissue. It becomes toxic, half-digested food. So that's important